Hey guys, what's up? I'm Roberto. I'm going to be showing you a project I've worked on. So, this project, I worked on it for a client for the company I currently work for. Let me find the password. I don't know where I left it. Okay, there you go. So, the reason they wanted this project, they wanted to audit their scans and SKUs and quantities inside of a pallet and be able to report it to administration. So they wanted to be able to create scans, and for each scan, they wanted to register pallets, and they wanted to know how many SKUs belong to this pallet, the different SKUs, and their quantities. And then they wanted to generate a report on that on each scan to know all that plus the unique SKUs in the whole scan, the total quantities and stuff like that. So this is the UI. This is the home page. You go in. This is where you can start the scan. Each scan has a control number where it's a CS scan with many zeros and the consecutive number and the year. So you can mark one as finished scan, delete a scan, continue. We can continue the scan. This scan doesn't have anything. So we can add a pallet, same concept. We get a control like number, like a pallet number. So it's pallet one. So their use case, since they're using scanners, everything's really fast. When they scan the SKU they have starts with a P and then several digits. Like for example, P123, Q123. So code 123 has 123 items of that code. So we can select again. So Q123. Different code. We can create another palette. So I'm going to create several so I can show you the report right now. So this is actually being used in production right now. They're using it as we speak. I mean, not right now, actually. They're like, it's closed, but at their warehouse. I'm not going to say the name. I can't. I'm not allowed to. We could look at the items. And we can go back and view the results. Let's see, which is this one. View results. We have the results here. Same thing. When you open it, again, it's a lot faster. That's because I'm using React query, and since it caches it brings it back fast. So I'm using React in the front end with Material UI and Asp.NetCore controller-based APIs in the backend with clean architecture, having 5 different layers. I had originally started this with a minimal API, but for a presentation, I transformed it to how do you call it? Clean architecture. I was for an interview I had, and I had to make a presentation. And when you export the report, you're actually going to see the name of the company I presented it to. So here you go. It's actually in the other screen. Let me bring it back over here. I need to minimize this and bring the report. This is the report. So this is it was an Infotech. This is the report we have. So it generates a report. This is actually the one from this one. I was playing with it. I have recorded this right now, but I didn't put any volume, so like this is a I'm re-recording it. So this is the Excel report it generates, and here's the code. Actually, look, as you can see, I have different layers: API, application, domain, infrastructure, persistence, and testing for my unit test. And and from the application and API, I'm using mediate R to separate commands and queries, and using Fluent validation to validate business logic. And I'm passing back a result object and using middleware to catch those um, catch errors, application errors, general errors, and I'm keeping my API relatively small. As you can see here, like for, let's see, Pallet, we have the command queries, the command, the commands and the queries. Then I have my DTOs, and my DTOs I'm using uh, AutoMapper to transform DTOs to domain objects and the domain objects to DTO responses. And then in my persistence layer, I'm using the repository pattern. Let me see, right here, and the decorator pattern. First, I hit the decorator, and if the key is not there in the cache, I just go to the repository. So this is basically it. I hope you liked my video. I also have this where I had deployed it into Azure. I'm not doing that anymore. I took it down, and I had it done it with CI/CD where I built the project, I test, and everything's successful. Then it deploys to Azure. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm gonna be posting more in the future. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna be posting a WMS. I'm gonna be posting it in several parts. It's a big project. Right now we're in the early stages where we're defining the catalogs. So we have the APIs already done. We're about done with testing, and we just already started with the React in the front end. We should be done with that soon, and then we'll go into like the inbound operations, outbound, cyclic operations, and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.